Happy morning, girls. I welcome you all for our another session of online class, okay, of your FIM subject. So in today's lecture, I'm going to tell you all about structure of capital market. I think yesterday I have discussed about structure, isn't it? So today we will try to move to components of capital market. So what are the components? In components we are going to discuss about new issue market or primary market, and we are going to discuss about secondary market. Okay, what is that? We are going to discuss about primary market, and as well as we are going to discuss about secondary market also. So in today's session I am going to make you all to go through with new issue market or primary market. So write along with me. New issue market or primary market. So this is also called as new issue. So you heard about primary markets, isn't it? So now we are going to read about secondary markets also. I mean, you heard about primary market, and primary market is also called as new issue market. So just a second. Yeah. So what is meant by new issue market or else say primary market? If you clearly observe, the new issue market represents the primary market. It represents the primary market. That's why it is also new issue. So wherever the securities are issued for the first time, that is called as primary. Primary means what? First. What is meant by primary? First, isn't it? So yes, so let's go through this new issue market. New issue market represents a primary market where the securities, what is meant by securities? Securities are nothing but shares, bonds, debentures, shares and bonds, bonds, debentures, whatever it might be, so that have been previously issued are being offered. So who are issuing those securities to this market? Who are issuing? The new companies or else already existing company. See, the funda is the new companies or else the existing company, if they wanted to raise the capital, they are trying to issue in the form of securities. So who is trying to sell their securities on behalf of companies? This primary market is the person, is a market who is trying to sell the securities of existing company or else new companies to the public who are interested in purchasing the shares. So what is the job of primary market? To sell the securities to the people. Who has given them securities? New company or else existing company has issued the securities to this market in order to sell them to the public. Now got my point, what it is all about? Good. So now we will try to understand features of primary market. Features of primary market. So if you see the features of primary market, this is a market for long term equity capital. Market for long term equity capital. So as you all know, we are reading about primary market and secondary market in where? In capital market. So I already told you all that capital market is the market which is utilized to raise the long term funds. So this is for long term. Now whatever the securities that we are going to discuss in primary market is also for long term. Now primary market is also for long term. Now understood? So market for long term equity capital. Now whoever is trying to raise the equity capital, these are the, now whoever is purchasing equity shares, so those shareholders would stick with the company until the disclose of that company. Until that company ends, these people will be there. Okay, that's why they are saying that it is for long term equity capital. So if you want equity capital means it stays for longer run. So if you want equity capital, then you should visit this market. This market is for long term equity capital. Okay, that is point number 1. Now let's go to point number 2. The securities are issued by the company to the investors directly. Okay, second point, securities are issued by company directly to investors. Okay, securities are issued to the company directly to the investors. So no middle person here. What is that? No middle person here. Securities are being issued directly by the companies to the investors. So we cannot see any kind of brokers or sub agents or agents in between. Okay, understood? Now let's move to third point. Now I will try to tell you all a simple technique, ma. If you wanted to understand the topic in detail, after reviewing the definition, after reviewing the introduction, directly if you enter into the features, you will clearly come to know about this topic. You know, many a times, you know, when I was in degree, I used to do that only. Like if I am not understanding the topic, immediately I used to jump to features. So if I read the features, I used to come to know about this topic. So it's a, you know, it's one of the idea that I can give you all in order to understand this topic. Okay, now let's move to the third point. Company receives money and issues new security certificates. So company receives money and issues security certificates. So obviously girls, when company is selling the security through the primary market, in return what they are getting money. Okay, so if you have given, see, you went to a shop and you purchased refrigerator, you gave them money, you got refrigerator, but they will give you a bill, acknowledgement receipt, isn't it, that you have paid and they have delivered the product to you. So that acknowledgement is nothing but security certificate. Okay, so when the company is receiving money from your end, it is going to issue the security certificate. Okay, that is point number 3. Point number 4 is, you know, it is issued by the company. Okay, what? Primary. Okay, primary issues are used by the companies for the purpose of setting up new business. Okay, this is why they are issuing, for the purpose of setting new business. So I am writing in short form because it's in lengthy. So what I am doing is, where the main topic is there, that, you know, phrase I am trying to pick up. Okay, so why you are trying to issue the securities to the public? To raise the capital. Why you are raising the capital? Because you wanted to start a new business. Understood? So that is fourth point. Now let's move to fifth point. Okay, now it facilitates for gathering the capital. What does it do? It is trying to play a function of facilitating capital formation. Function of facilitating the capital formation. So as I told you all, from the starting till here, if you see, the main concept lies in raising the capital only. So it is trying to, primary market is trying to play a major role in trying to gather the capital to the companies who wanted to start a new business. Understood? So that is the fifth function. Now fifth feature. Sixth one, now it does not include certain other sources of new long term external finance such as loans from financial institutions. Okay, so does not include loans from financial institutions. Okay, so this primary market is a market who wanted to raise the capital by issuing amount or by issuing securities to the people or some kind of financial product, but it doesn't provide loans from financial institutions like banks or something like that. Okay, it doesn't have banks or financial institutions, very rare. I mean, it will have, but not too much of sources are available here. Okay, so that means to say you will get loans from the other source, but it doesn't include this source especially. Okay, what the source that it does not include loans from financial institutions. Understood? So these are the features of primary market. Now let us discuss about advantages and disadvantages of primary market. What is that? Advantages. So now if you see advantages, first one is mobilization. Advantages means what ma? Merits. Okay, so first one. Okay, so what is the first one? First one is mobilization of savings. Okay, what is first one? Mobilization of savings. So now if you see this, what is meant by mobilization of savings? So mobilization of savings is nothing but it is trying to gather the capital. What it is trying to do? It is trying to gather the capital. So how it is trying to gather the capital? By issuing again shares, which is nothing but securities. So it is trying to encourage the public to save their savings in the securities. So when people are purchasing the securities, we are getting the capital, isn't it? So we are encouraging the people to do savings in the form of securities. So that is point number 1. Point number 2, channelizing savings for productive use. Channelizing savings for productive use. So what is meant by this? So once the primary market is collecting all the savings from the public, what it is doing with that savings? It is trying to transfer the savings into profitable usage. So what is that profitable usage? It is trying to give this savings to the companies who require capital. So whoever is trying to take that capital from the primary market, they are trying to pay some interest rate to this primary market. So when they are trying to pay interest to the primary market, they are taking some amount and they are also giving it to the public. So with which your amount is being multiplied. Okay, so that is second point. Third point is source of large supply of funds. Yes, so this is a source for large supply of funds. Okay, means what? When you are trying to okay, let me tell you all this. Do you think primary market is helping with the capital formation only to manufacturing sector? No, it is trying to help the agricultural sector, it is trying to help the other industries, it is trying to help the household business households, it is trying to help new entrepreneurs, their talent, it is also helping the underdeveloped countries. Understood? So why it is helping so many people? Because it is in the position to supply the funds. Okay, so another advantage. Last advantage is rapid industrial growth. Rapid means what? Fast. Rapid industrial growth. So investment of surplus savings by corporates in the industrial sector has led to the increase in the production and productivity in the economy. So what did this do? When everybody are trying to invest in this primary market, and primary market helping others with the capital formation, what's happening here is the production levels has been increased. Productivity, I told you all what is meant by increase in the performance is nothing but productivity. Okay, so the production has been improved and the productivity also improved. So that is the advantages of primary market. Now we will try to discuss about the disadvantages of primary market. Okay, disadvantages of the primary market. First one, possibility of deceiving investors. Possibility of deceiving investors. So now what these corporate companies are doing, they are trying to gather their capital. Okay, isn't it girls? What these are doing, they are trying to gather their capital from through issuing the securities, isn't it? So when you wanted say now example, you wanted to purchase a security from XYZ company as a public, you wanted to purchase a security from XYZ company. Now securities, where did they keep? They kept with primary market. So think that I am a primary market, you are the public. You wanted to purchase XYZ company shares in my market. So when you come to my market and sit, what I will do? I will try to show you all the complete memorandum of association, articles of association. Why? Because in the prospectus, what is meant by prospectus? It is an invitation for the public for subscribing the shares, isn't it? It's an invitation given to the public for subscription of the shares. So when you are trying to give me that, okay, when you are trying to give me when you came to me to purchase the shares, I am showing you all that prospectus. So what you will do, that prospectus, you start reading the information. What you will do? You start reading the information. So there you may be deceived, because not every time I will give you the information in detail, or else not always all the sentences, all the contents in my prospectus might be the true, or else it's not exhibiting the truth. Okay, so there might be a possibility of deceiving you. Deceiving you means cheating you. Okay, next one, no fixed norms for project appraisal. No fixed norms for project appraisal. Now the projects for which the money are raised, they should be evaluated properly. Now say XYZ company wanted to raise finance for its new venture that it is starting in Hyderabad. Now take example like this. So that is the project of XYZ company. It's starting the new venture in Hyderabad. That is a project over there. Now as a primary market, what I should do is, if XYZ company is coming to me and telling its problem, and if it wanted to raise the capital through primary market by issuing the shares to the public, what I have to do is I have to actually see what the venture is all about, in the way of I have to check their terms of finance, I have to check their profitability, I have to check their demand, okay, that venture demand or that market feasibility, okay, all that, you know, what exactly that project manager is doing or what exactly he's trying to tell me about that project. So all that I have to review. What I have to do? All that I have to review. So without reviewing that, okay, what it seems, without reviewing that, I cannot issue, okay, I cannot issue the capital to him. But what's happening here, nothing as such is being appraised. I am not looking at the ventures and all those things. XYZ company is coming to me and telling they wanted to raise finance, okay, so I am helping them in raising finance, but I am not raising, I am not doing appraisal rating to their performance. Next one, ineffective role of merchant bankers. What it seems? Ineffective role of merchant bankers. Third one. Okay, just a second, ma. So yes, ineffective role of merchant bankers means what? So here merchant bankers performs most of pre-issue and post-issue obligations with regard to new issues. Okay, so first of all, see, issues takes place in the market, that is common thing. Issues, any kind of problems, or else say new issues of securities. Issue is something that which is talking about the securities. We are trying to issue the securities in the market. So what is the role of this merchant bankers? The role of merchant bankers is to see clearly what kind of problems are related with that company and its securities. See girls, now take example of, what can you say, a shopping mall, where we are trying to do what can you say, trading with all the clothes, okay, so it's a closet, okay. So now if I am trying to sell, now take example of what you say, Reliance Trends, okay, take example of Reliance Trends. Now Reliance Trends is trying to get its, whatever the what can you say, whatever the clothes that it is trying to get, and whatever it is trying to sell, okay, it has to see who is the manufacturer and what kind of problems are related to that particular manufacturer. He should check everything and then only he has to take them into consideration before selling it, isn't it? So now in the primary market, what we are selling in the primary market? In the primary market we are selling securities, isn't it? What we are selling? We are trying to sell securities. So when we are trying to sell securities in the primary market, who is giving us securities? Companies are giving us securities. So before taking their securities, I have to see what kind of problems are linked with those securities. What I have to see? I have to see what kind of problems are linked with those securities. Then only I have to give it to the public. So here that role is not being played by merchant bankers properly. Okay, you have to see how and what kind of problems are connected to those securities while issuing it. Okay, that is the third one. Next one is lack of confidence among investors. Fourth one, lack of confidence among lack of confidence among investors. So now if you try to see here, there is lack of confidence among the investors in the new issue market. So that means to say, what is meant by this lack of confidence? See, as a public, now if I am telling you all, girls, ask your father to go and invest in the security, will he go and invest? No. Why he is not moving for investing? Because he don't have confidence. Okay, he don't have confidence in about the securities. So who has to create that? Who has to create that? Primary market only. They have to educate the people about the securities. They have to talk about the people, talk to the people, give them knowledge, give them awareness about the securities. Understood? So that is also another disadvantage. Understood? So now we will try to look into the other topic in the same. Okay, so with this, our advantages and disadvantages are over in the primary market. So now we will try to see here about capital market instruments. So primary market consists of certain instruments. Okay, so we will try to discuss about those instruments. So now please write about it. Please put the heading instruments. So please write the heading, ma. Primary market instruments. So it is having instruments we need to discuss here. It's nothing but how capital market, how primary market is being divided. Okay, so please write down. Okay, so primary market is a market which is used for raising the long term funds, isn't it? So long term funds, that too which is issued by the new corporate securities. So how corporate securities are being divided, that we are going to understand now. This is nothing but primary capital market instruments. Okay, so let's try to understand capital market instruments. So please look into your syllabus. If you look into your syllabus, that is given here. Okay, now if you see here, new issue market is over, isn't it? Just now I have discussed with you all new issue market. So new issue market is nothing but again primary market. In that we are going to discuss about corporate securities. So that corporate securities itself is called as instruments. Okay, so let us try to discuss about those instruments, which is nothing but securities as well as again if we try to move to rest of the ones, we will talk about primary market intermediaries. Okay, so here that word is also given now, intermediaries. Look in again, you go back to your syllabus. Intermediaries, methods of issues and intermediaries, isn't it? So in instruments we are going to read about security buyer and methods of issue, and then we are going to read about intermediaries, with which our primary market topic will be over. So primary market topic is having two things. One is we will talk about instruments, and we are going to talk about intermediaries. Again I am repeating, in primary market what we will learn, in primary market we are going to read about instruments and we are going to read about intermediaries. In the instruments, what is that we are going to read? We are going to read about security buyer. See that all options were given, isn't it? So that you are going to read here. Now corporate securities classification we will try to understand. Okay, classification of corporate securities. it is divided into two types. Okay, how it is divided? It is divided into two types. One is ownership securities, one is creditorship securities. Ownership securities. Next one is creditorship securities. Okay, now this ownership securities is being divided into two types. Okay, so ordinary or equity and preference shares. Ordinary or equity shares. The next one is preference shares. Okay, then next one is debentures. Next one is debentures. So now if you try to see here, we will try to understand about ownership, which is nothing but securities, ownership securities. Ownership securities is a market which is also known as capital stock. What is this? This is also called as capital stock. So first we will try to understand this and this and this. Then afterwards we will try to go to creditorship securities. So now if you try to see here, the term ownership securities is also known as capital stock. This is also known as what? Capital stock. So what does capital stock has? Capital stock is trying to represent shares. Okay, ownership security is trying to represent what? Share. What it is trying to represent? Share. So here what I will do is, it's just I cannot continue this since time is already up. So in my next session I will try to continue the classification of corporate securities. Understood? Thank you girls.